Hello, beautiful soul family. It's Breanne here. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Readings with Breanne. I wanted to do a tarot spread today on the DNC. So there's been some talks and some videos coming out pertaining to the 2024 DNC Chicago event that's underway, and there was thousands of protesters that swarmed Chicago the night of the DNC, and apparently they're already wreaking havoc before the convention even started. So I think they're saying some of the protesters even got through security and they kind of crashed the delegation's welcome party, as well as like taking onto the stage. So it's quite interesting to see the chaos and the protesters coming out here. I've heard they've even gone as far as going to the Hiltons where they believe the delegates were staying, and they've like got they're protesting, they've got their large signs out there and chanting and shutting down. They want to shut down the DNC. So lots of chaos pertaining to that. I think things are supposed to even progress in terms of like over 100,000 protesters over the next day here. So quite intense, you guys, and I'm really curious to see what's going to come out of the tarot for this. There's even some interesting information too, because they are also setting up fences over at Chicago there. And kind of interesting, didn't Kamala say the fences involved at the border don't work? So it's kind of funny that they're putting fences up against their own people here. And it's just, I don't know, this is just mind-blowing, the craziness that's happening. So we'll have to see how everything kind of unfolds over the next little while, but I wanted to pull the tarot on this and see what's the energy moving forward with the DNC. So let's look at the energy of the DNC and the strength of it. Is it about to crash? Is it about to crumble? I don't, this is going to be a crazy next couple of months, you guys, because I don't know what's going to happen with this whole elections. I mean, is there going to be the elections? It's really, hard to say what's going to happen here. And I also read that Robert Kennedy Jr. is also considering endorsing Trump now as well. So, oh my goodness, that's definitely going to tip the scales as well. And we'll have to see how everything unfolds. But my goodness, you guys ready for some interesting times? Let's see, what's the overall energy of the DNC, Spirit? Well, we have the Bardo. The Bardo energy that is coming out there, the transition. I feel like the DNC is dead. That's the energy coming out of there, friends. Let's see if we can get one more card here. What's the energy of the DNC right now, Spirit? Where is the DNC headed? Oh, let's see here. That one went flying down. All right, so we have that riddle energy there. So I don't know. I mean, if you guys are, let's say, for Kamala, I gotta say this probably isn't the video for you guys. There's definitely not some great energy coming out here. And I mean, she kind of talks in riddles, does she not? So it's kind of that energy. Maybe this is just Kamala in terms of her. Look at that, you guys. We have the dead end energy on the bottom as well. Wow. Look at moving away, lies, deceit, trickery, and that's when the riddle is in the darkness. That's exactly what the riddle is all about as well. So a lot of this too, this protests that were happening were, it was stemming, well, not the entire reason, but some of it was stemming from the protests pertaining to Gaza, and there was at some point, I think, Kamala told the people to stop talking, or she was speaking. I can't remember exactly what they said, but there was definitely some things to say about her comments that were being spewed out. So let's look at what is the strength of the DNC at this moment. Is it ready to implode here? What's the energy of the DNC, Spirit? Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords. You guys, we have the Tower, and this is gonna happen pretty darn quick, you guys. They are struggling to stay afloat. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Wow, okay. So if we look at this Four of Swords energy, this is really them feeling so overwhelmed, big overwhelming energy, and they are like hanging on by a thread. Look at these ribbons here that are all cut. It's like hanging on by a thread is what I'm hearing here. With this Nine of Pentacles, actually, it's quite interesting because in this one, you can actually see there's a wall here. And you can see in this DNC Chicago convention, they have been putting up walls as well to separate. It's this divide. And I'm getting this as the people. This is card to me is all about freedom. So I feel like people are seeing all the corruptness, all the chaos, and things are coming to an end. Like, oh my goodness, this is my 8 days to 8 weeks card. I feel like we're going to hear some significant, like insane news happening over the next 8 days to 8 weeks here, especially with this Two of Pentacles energy. Like things they're juggling it. They're juggling things by a string here. And I feel like, I don't know what this is going to look like, but I feel like they are going to almost not exist. We've got that dead energy. So we'll have to see how things unfold, but we have the Five of Swords, you guys, and the Tower energy. Five of Swords here energy. You guys, this is defeat. This is surrender, walking away. They have been defeated here. I mean, I know we haven't made it to the elections, and if you look online, I think the like polls are fairly fairly balanced right now. I think Kamala actually has like 47% or something around that number, but it's like there is so much happening here over the next little while. I see them. It's like, and they're imploding. Everything's exploding. Everything's coming crashing down here. And this is that energy of defeat. Okay, you guys, Tower crashing over the next 8 days to 8 weeks. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens over the next little while here. Wow. Okay. I did want to pull, you know what, let's pull a couple cards regarding that. I was gonna see about the JFK Jr. in terms of, because there was some talks about him possibly endorsing Trump. So let's look into the tarot. But actually, one other thing I wanted to bring up before I pull that up is I also seen online they look like U-Haul, like moving trucks at the White House. So there was talks about Biden. I mean, he's been kind of, you know, not around for this past little while here. And I believe he was supposed to be at one of the speakers. So Biden was supposed to speak, I believe, on the second day. Oh, was it the second day? I'm not entirely sure, but he was scheduled to speak at the DNC convention. But apparently he was just doing an opening act now. I don't know. I haven't really seen too much in terms of the actual videos, but it's kind of interesting that there was a bunch of also U-Haul trucks at the White House. So it's kind of this energy of him leaving the White House, him like that whole party, the DNC. I feel like unfortunately is like it's I don't know what's gonna happen, but it feels like they're going down. It's like they're not going to be around for much longer. There's a tower crashing. So is there gonna be some like time to get somebody else in there to replace Kamala? I don't even know. This is gonna be really interesting to see how this unfolds. But let's look at the tarot. Let's do a quick tarot spread on JFK Jr. in terms of him endorsing Trump. Is that something that could potentially come about? What's the energy of JFK Jr. to join with Trump here? Well, we've got the Two of Cups energy, big yes, Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, you guys. What? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna say a big yes from that. We've got the Two of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. This is him endorsing. We've got Trump, or we've got Trump. We have the Temperance, the Three of Wands, and the Fool, a whole new beginning. So I feel like this is actually a really positive move or a positive play. Again, I'm not that big into politics, so I'm sure you guys have an idea what's going on, but very interesting to see the tarot coming out pertaining to that question. So from what I understand, they're really going back and forth between if they should withdraw from the races and join forces with Trump, and I do see that happening based off of this energy. So I feel like that's going to, you know, be a big factor, and we're gonna see a lot of interesting things happen, you guys. We've got the Fool, some new stuff happening just around the corner, and I've got that 8 card from the last reading, the last tarot spread. So I feel like we're gonna hear about this probably within the next 8 days, or you know, even 8 weeks. There's going to be some crazy changes going on here. So I believe the polls earlier, they were like 47% for Harris, 44 Trump, and Kennedy was kind of like on that lower 5% end mark. But I feel like if he's pulling out and he's going to endorse Trump, it'll be really interesting to see kind of what partakes in that energy. So there you go, you guys. A bit of a tarot read on the energy of the DNC right now, but it feels like things are really shaky on that end. And it feels like that big tower moment is literally around the corner. You know, within the next 8 days, 8 weeks, I really think something big is going to happen. So we'll have to see how everything unfolds, but on that note, I'm wishing you guys all the best wherever you are. Lots of love, lots of light, and until next time, bye for now.